Very good morning and welcome to all the participants. Today is our third day of FDP program and fifth session on a topic Mendeley Reference Manager, a smart tool for the academician. And for that purpose, we have a great personality, Dr. Bhushan Behde. He is a assistant professor at SVKM Institute of Technology, Dhule. He is a PhD holder and MTech in power engineering on a specialization. He has a 10 years teaching experience. He also has done research work in clean tube heat exchanger, refrigeration and air conditioning, and application of additive manufacturing. He has also published 12 research papers, articles in journals. He has also two patents. So I welcome to Mr. Bhushan sir and request him to share his knowledgeable moment with us.
Thank you, sir, for the introduction. Without a delay, I will try to uh, start my presentation. Now, the topic which I have chosen today is the Mendeley Reference Manager, which is a smart tool for academicians. So, as this FDP is trying to enable the audience ICT enabled so that they can implement in their teaching and learning process, but at the same time, uh, doing the research is also very important nowadays, and that's why uh, all the faculties should involve in the research. While involved, while being involved into the research, uh, if you follow the traditional methods, then it will be very difficult, and it will take a lot of time actually to publish any research paper. But if you use the smart tool, then what will happen that you can reduce that time, as well as uh, it will also make the process simplified. So that's why I've chosen this topic, so that uh, the participants should come to know that how to use this smart tool. So by the end of this session, the participants will be able to install and configure manually. So I have already shared one sheet with all the participants, and buying they can install the mainly reference manager software as well as its extension into the Microsoft Word. So I request all the users to do that. If you have not done yet, then try to see the session, and afterwards you can try on your system. Then they can build and organize a digital reference library. They can insert the citation into the Microsoft Word, because to make the research paper, most of us are using the Microsoft Word software. Then they can generate the automatic bibliography. So if you have some idea about the research paper, then you can see that there are a lot of references are available at the end of the research paper. And if you type each and every, what we can say, reference manually, then it will be a very complex task. Here, this software is going to help you a lot. Then you can change the citations instantly, because there are most of the journals, most of the conference, they share their template with you, and you have to prepare your research paper in that template only. So at that time, each journal or conferences they are using might be some different citation style. So that you can instantly change into the Mendeley software. Then you can manage the references efficiently for journal submission. So this is what the expected outcome of this particular session. So first of all, why reference management is important? Because let's see that it is a essential part of any research publication. Without providing references to the facts which you are writing in your research paper, your paper will not be get accepted. Also, just imagine when you are preparing your PPTs, and in your PPTs, if you are including some case studies, if you are including some figure, if you are including some real life scenarios, real life case studies, then at that time it is very important to give the references. Then your students will try to believe that whatever the content is shared, that is already been taken from some, what we can say, authenticate sources. And this is the practical way that you should manage your references, whether you are making PPT, whether you are making any kind of research paper, or whether you are making any kind of document. So that is a very important thing. Then it will also required in thesis writing. So we all are teachers and we know that the students, they produce the thesis uh, to our evaluation, and most of the time that thesis is not up to the mark. uh, in that thesis so many mistakes are there. Generally students, what they do, they copy the content from the internet directly, and that's why thesis writing and in a proper format is very much important. So if you have that particular skills, then you can also guide this to your students. It is also required in presentation. Like I have already shared that if you are including any case studies or any real life scenarios in your PPTs, then it may be very important. Then it will also improve your manuscript quality. When you are doing any kind of research and when you are trying to publish or you have decided to publish that particular research, at that time the quality of the manuscript is going to increase if you include certain references. Now, of course, the reference management will save you a lot of time. Now, that we are going to see when I will give you the demo of that software. At that time, you will understand that how your time is going to save. And most of the time what happen when you submit any research paper for the publication, then it will go first towards the editor. What editor is going to look like, the whether your paper is going to have uh, the particular content or not as per the journal formatting. If it is not there, then editor may reject your paper at the first, what we can say, submission itself. And so that to avoid the rejection because of the formatting, then it may be a very huge disappointment for the authors who are submitting their manuscripts. So better if you format your paper properly, then there might be the very less chances that the editor will reject your paper because of the formatting. Now, what is mainly reference manager? Whatever the software I am going to take today, this particular software is known as mainly reference manager. Now, this is a free reference management software. You need not to pay anything to download this software. It is free of cost, available on the internet, and all of us can download and use this particular software. Now it is developed by the Elsevier. So Elsevier is a very famous, what we can say, the publisher, and they have published so many. Their server is having so many research paper, and we use their papers for our own research purposes. So it is a very good software tool. Then it stores and organizes research papers. When you publish any research paper, you try to study 20 to 30 research papers initially. Now, it is very important that how you store this paper, because if you store this paper in some folder, and if anyway that folder is going to miss. Yes, ma'am. Am I audible? Hello. Okay. Okay. Now, then what will happen if anyway that folder is missed, anyway your laptop gets formatted, anyway if you have stored this paper in your pen drive and that is get formatted, then it will be a situation where we need to download these papers again from the internet. And it is very, what we can say, time consuming task. What you can do, you can store your papers inside that particular software. Now that software is using cloud based service, so your papers are saved on a cloud, and therefore you can access from any system, you can access from any device. There is no what we can say, restriction to it. You can also integrate these particular things in your Microsoft Word when you are preparing the manuscript. That also I will share you at the time of the demo. And it will also support the multiple citation styles. So Bentley reference manager is this one. Now, advantage, I have already shared with you this advantage when we are talking about this software. I will just quickly complete this, that it is a fast and automated software. In one click, you can insert the references, bibliography in your Microsoft Word. You can automatically format your citations. Instantly, you can change the citation style, and so many advantages that you can get with this software. Applications, if you are writing literature review, if you are writing research paper, even you are writing academic thesis, even your students are writing academic thesis, then you can also guide them. Then if you are editing any conference paper or journal manuscript, then also this software is very helpful for you. So Mendeley ecosystem, if we talk about the Mendeley reference manager, you can install that application on the desktop and you can use it. Then you can access Mendeley from website also. If you do not download any kind of software, then also you can access this particular what we can say cloud using the internet. But in that case, you cannot be able to integrate it with your Microsoft Word. But if you are using mainly only for reading purpose, then okay, you can access it from the internet. Then there is a separate Mendeley site Word plugin is available that you can install in the Word. And how to install the Mendeley site plugin into the Microsoft Word is also shared with you in our group, that you can follow the steps to install the Mendeley site also in the Microsoft Word. And there is a web importer. A web importer is a very powerful tool. That is also I'm going to show you, that when you are searching any website, let's suppose on the internet, and or if any paper on the internet, and you have to generate the reference of that particular website, and you have to include that in your ppt, then also you can instantly do that. So this is the Mendeley ecosystem, and everybody should use this Mendeley ecosystem to improve their PPTs, to improve their what we can say content, which they are delivering to the students. Now, what is the interface overview? There is a library panel. So now what I will do, I will directly jump to the software window so that you can understand. So initially, I have assumed that you have downloaded the software. If you have the software, then okay. If you do not have the software, then at this time you please see the demo of the software. Later on, you can try it on your system. Now, can you able to see the overview of this particular Mendeley Reference Manager software? I will show you from the scratch that there is a logo of the Mendeley Software Manager. You can directly pin this logo into your taskbar, and from the taskbar itself, if you do the single click, you can access this particular software. Initially, it will ask you to provide your login credentials, because I have already told you that this software is using cloud-based services to store your research papers. Therefore, login credentials are very much important. And if you already have the Elsewhere account with you, you can directly include your Elsewhere account credentials to log in into this software. If not, you can create your login credentials by registering yourself. All these steps are available in that sheet which already shared with you. So I am assuming that you are already having the software, and you have already put your login credentials, and you have already been uh, login into this particular software. So my screen is visible, the software screen is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now there is a library panel at the top, you can see in this particular software. So first tab is Mendeley Reference Manager. When you click uh, on this about Mendeley, then you can see its version. So currently we are using the updated version, that is 2.1.42 142.0. This is the latest version, and if the latest version is not there, then you can go to the uh, help, and from the help you can uh, update that version. Now the second tab is file, and by using this option you can directly import the bibtech file, endnote file, and research information system file. These three files you can import directly into the software. If you do not have this file, then okay, don't worry, we can import the pdf also. I will show you the steps, right? Then the next tab is edit, where you can cut, copy, paste. These options are available. You can copy the references, you can cut the references, and you can paste the references as well. Yeah, when you go to the tool tab, it is very important tool tab for us. Here there are two important options are available. The first option is install mainly web importer. If you click on this option, then the plugin is going to install in your browser. Suppose you are using Chrome browser, then in the Chrome browser this plugin is going to install. Then if you click on install Mendeley site for Microsoft Word, then when you click on this, then you can able to install the plugin into the Microsoft Word so that you can directly connect this software with the Microsoft Word. You can also search from scholarly articles online using this third option. And whenever we will add the many PDFs in our what we can say software, then at that time we can be able to use this last option. And the last particular tab is the help. So if you want any kind of help, if you want any kind of support, then you can directly use this particular tabs. So if you see, this is a very simple software, very easy to understand. There is no complicated or complex options are available, and easy to understand options are available. Now, I will show you how you can add the PDFs into this particular software. So currently I have not added any kind of PDFs over here so that I can give you the demo from the scratch. So there is one option, that is the add references. That this particular option is highlighted in the blue color and directly visible when you open the software. You have to click on this option, add references, and there are two important ways that you can use. First of all, import files. So if the files are saved in your computer or in your device, then you can directly import them into this particular software. So we will see this first option. When we click on import file, it will ask you to choose the PDF files, right? So you have to go to the folder where you have saved or downloaded your papers. Now, if your papers are already downloaded, I have downloaded some papers for you, sample reference papers. So I have downloaded some 5 papers for you. Now you can select all these papers and you can click on open. You can see that all these papers are in PDF format, and you can click on open. When you click on open, all these papers are imported into the software screen. You can see the this particular uploading of this PDF file has been started. So I have forgot to mention one important thing, that to use this software you have to connect to the internet. Basically, this software works on a cloud platform, and therefore to have the internet connection is very much important. Now you can see that whatever the PDFs have been imported, all these PDFs or all these papers are now visible to you inside this particular big window. Now, uh, once all the papers are imported, they will be visible over here. We can see now all the papers are imported. My screen is visible now, to all of you. Please give me some feedback. Uh,
Yes.
yes. Okay. Okay. Now you can see that all these papers are imported over here, and now you can see that the information is automatically fetched by the software itself. Means who are the authors of that paper, in which year that paper has been published, what is the title of that paper, what is a source from where that paper has been came, that is the name of the journal, and when it is added into the system. Now, the last option, that is file, here the file is also available for download. Suppose you are not using mainly software in your system from where you have added the paper, but you have to use this software on some another system. That is also possible, that once you upload your paper on the cloud, you can almost download these papers on any system. So you need not to always take your folders into the pen drive and all. You need not to always copy and paste your reference paper into another folder. It will take a lot of time, and therefore this is known as a smart tool, right? Now all the papers have been imported. You can see, you can actually, when you click on this option, you can apply some filters. So here if I click, then what will happen, all the latest papers, the recently published paper have been came on the top, and accordingly the other papers are in line. Then you can create the filter using all these options. Now, first of all, this is the first what we can say thing we have seen. The second is reference details panel. So if you open this PDF, you have to double click on any paper. When you double click on any paper, then you can see that the paper is now going to open inside the system. It is taking some time because it is downloading from the web. And now the information about this entire paper is came and on this particular tab. You can see this is a journal article that has been fetched automatically by the software itself. Then if you think that whatever the article fetched by the Mendeley is not correct, then you can change from here. That option is also available. But most of the time, if your paper is downloaded from some authentic sources, you need not to use this option. Mendeley will automatically guess that this is a journal paper or journal article. Here there is a title, then you can use the option read to read that paper. Now currently the PDF is open in front of you, so you need not to use this option. If you are using if you are reading this particular paper on some another system where the backup of this particular paper is not available, then you can use this get PDF option. Then here authors, year, month, you can see a lot of information is available. You can add certain fields if you feel that you have to add certain fields which have been not automatically imported by the mainly software, then you can add that. Option is available to you. Here DOI, everything is there. Now you can read the paper directly from here. So this is the overview of the what we can say Mendeley read, or how to read the paper from the Mendeley. The third is PDF viewer. PDF viewer itself is now whatever the paper we are been able to read over here on this screen. This is because of the inbuilt PDF reader is available inside the Mendeley software. Then the next is what? Collections. So collections are available. So if you see that there is one library option is available on the left hand side. If you click on this library option, whatever the papers are collected or whatever the papers are available in your Mendeley software, all these papers you can be able to see. So this is a very important way that you can track all of your papers. And last option is what? Search bar. Now I will spend some time over here to tell you how to use the search bar. So search bar is a very powerful tool. If you see, you have seen so many times that if you want to search any information, what you do? First of all, you open some paper. Suppose you open this paper, right? And in this, inside this paper, you have to search any keyword. Suppose there is one keyword I want to search in this paper, which is CFD. So what I will do, I will click on this symbol, that is the search icon is appearing here, and I will click here CFD, right? And I press enter. So what will happen? It will highlight the CFD word wherever that CFD word is available inside the PDF. That is now you can be able to see. But what is the disadvantage over here? The disadvantage is what? You have to see this particular keyword CFD inside this paper only. It will show you the result inside this particular paper only. But suppose there are 50 or 100 PDFs are available and you have to search certain keyword in that 100 PDF, and you have to let see that in how many PDF that keyword is available, right? So that power is not available in our Acrobat reader or any other PDF viewer. But this particular option is available in the Mendeley software. What you have to do is you have to go to the library where you have stored all of your papers. Now currently I have stored only 5 papers, but suppose there is a this unexhaustive list you can add here. You can add almost 100, 200, 500 papers inside this particular software. Now suppose I have to search the CFD word. What I will do, I will enter here CFD and I will press enter. What it will give me? It will give me that out of my all the papers where the CFD word is available and in which particular paper. Example, currently the CFD word available in this particular paper, right? And you can directly go to that paper and you can open that paper, and now this will give you the guarantee that definitely CFD word is available in this particular PDF. Now you can use the another search bar and you can type CFD over here, and now you can see the CFD word is available inside this particular paper. Now suppose there is you have to search some another word. Suppose you have to search the word machine learning, right? I will type the word machine learning, right? And I will press enter. Now you can see that the machine learning word is available in this particular paper, right? And if you click on this particular paper, again this paper will open and you can see that now if you enter the machine learning word, it will give you the highlight of where this particular word is available, right? So this is what the search bar. This is a very powerful search bar. There is the advanced search bar also. Now you can directly put some exact phrases. If you want to search some exact phrases inside the paper, you can use this option. If you want to exclude certain words, then you can use this particular option. Then field search, suppose you have to search the name of the author. Then if you want to search the word inside the PDF, if you want to search the word inside the title, you can use all these options, advanced option. So I request everyone to install this software and to get familiar with this search bar first. So whenever you will get familiar with this search bar, then only you can be able to use this tool effectively. Now, this is a very important, what we can say, the search bar that I have discussed with you. Now we will move. I have give you the overview of the interface, how the excuse me, how this particular software will look like, how its overview that I have given you. Now, the next important step is adding the references. Uh, so, how to add the references, that I will show you, because this is also one of the important application of the Mendeley, that how you can add the references. So you can directly add the references using this add references symbol, right? That I have already shown you. Now you can add the references from some another options as well. So what are the other options are available? Suppose import folder option is there. What is this import folder option? This is a very important option where you can directly link your folder with the Mendeley. Example, suppose if I suppose link certain folder. Now suppose there is a one folder, uh, old research paper. Name of that particular folder is old research paper, or this particular is there. And if I once upload, what will happen? You can see all the PDFs are directly being imported inside this particular Mendeley software. Now, in this way, we are adding the papers earlier also. But what is the, what we can say, power that this particular option give you? Now, even if you update this folder, suppose in that folder if you add certain PDF, any new PDF, then you need not to again import that PDF into the Mendeley software. You can directly update that folder. Whatever the paper you will update in that folder, that will be directly imported into the Mendeley software. That is what the important thing. Now let's see, I will show you this. Suppose there is one this particular paper, the author name of this paper is Saroj Kumar Panda. Now what I will do, I will uh, paste this paper into the new folder which I have linked with the Mendeley software. Now currently you can see that there is no paper is available with the name author Saroj. You can see that there is no paper is available in our library, right? What I will do, I will just paste the paper into the folder. Now my folder has this paper, that is authored by Saroj Kumar Panda. And now if you see what will happen, I just have to click on this synchronization option. When you click on this synchronization option, what will happen? That particular paper is going to import it automatically into the Mendeley. If it is not imported, just click on watch folder, and here also you can add that folder. I will repeat the step. of the add folder. Now you can see that I have, now you can see that the papers are being imported, right? Now if you search again here, Saroj, the name Saroj, then you can see that now the paper is available, right? So in this way, you can automatically connect your folder with the Mendeley software by using these options which are available, right? And these are very what we can say easy to use options. This is the watch folder option that we have discussed now. Then these are the other options where the web importer is there. Now this web importer is also one of the very important tool. Using this web importer, what you can do, you can search any paper on the internet, right? Suppose I'm go to the Google Scholar, and on the Google Scholar, I will see if any paper is available over there, right? Suppose this is a paper. Okay, now this particular paper I have not downloaded yet. You can see that download PDF option is coming to me. But suppose I have not yet downloaded this paper and I just want its reference, right? What I will do, I will install the Mendeley web importer tool, and after installing the Mendeley web importer tool, you can see that the Mendeley web importer will appear in your Chrome browser. Now you have to click on this particular Chrome browser. It will ask you to enter your login credentials because I have already told you that this particular software will work on the web based. This is a web based software. So I will enter my login credentials and I will do the sign in. Once I do the sign in, then what will happen? This particular web importer will extract this particular paper directly for you. Okay. Now you can see that this importer tool has been working on this particular thing, and you can see that this particular paper has been automatically imported by the Mendeley. You just have to click on add to Mendeley. Now there is one important thing. You can see that if the PDF of that paper is available on the internet, then you can directly see the view PDF option inside the Mendeley. Means you need not to download this PDF, you need not to store this PDF into your system. It is directly going to the uh, Mendeley software. Now I will click on add to Mendeley, right? Now the name of the author is Murat. What I will show you that once this adding operation is completed, I will show you whether the PDF is added in our, what we can say, software or not. You have to click on all references, right? You have to close this particular earlier search and you have to click on synchronization, right? Synchronization is always better to click, right? And you can see now the paper is available. You can see this is the paper which we have imported now, just now, from the web. And now there is a read option is coming. What will happen if I click on this read option? You know that I have not downloaded that paper, but still this read option is available. And now this particular paper is available in front of me, which is written by this by the author Murat. So this is one of the very important tool which we have seen in the this particular Mendeley web importer. So I hope that everybody will be able to see these tools. Now I will move to the next slide. How to organize your library. So we have seen this option that how you can import the papers inside the Mendeley software. Now I will show you all these options. I will give you the live demo. So creating the folder. So again, I will go to the Mendeley software. I will close the already open PDF in the Mendeley software. Okay, right. And now you can see that there is one particular option which is called as groups. and collection. So I will see this, I will use this first option. You can create the collection. Suppose you are writing some paper which is, or you are working on some project that is the machine learning project. Suppose what you can do, you can just give the name to the machine learning project. You can actually make this folder. Now next is what you, if you want to add certain papers into this particular collection, then you can just click, okay, these papers. You can go to the organize option and click on add to collection. So when you click on add to collection, whatever the collection you have prepared over here, all these collections will be visible to you. I have prepared only one collection. You can prepare multiple collections over here. Just click on it and click to add, right? Now what will happen? These three papers now being added into the another collection. So this will be easy for you, because at the same time, if you are working on multiple projects, suppose you are preparing multiple manuscripts at the same time, then it is a very important tool. You can sort your references smartly by creating the collection, right? Now there is one more option is available, that is the groups. How to create the groups, but before that, we will go in the sequence. The next option that we can use is the using tags. So suppose this particular paper is there, and this particular paper you are using to write the introduction. Suppose in your paper you have to write the introduction section, and in introduction section you have planned to use this particular paper. What you will do, you will go to the, you will do the one click on this particular paper, and then you go to the this particular thing, and then there is a tags option is available. So add the tags. You can add the tag over here. You can create your own tag. Suppose I have created one tag that is used in introduction, because initially I have decided that I will use this particular paper to write the introduction section in my research paper. You just have to click enter. You can pick the multiple tags also, right? Suppose one more tag I have prepared that it is an important paper, right? What will happen? Automatically this particular tag is assigned to this particular paper. I will add the another paper tag also. You just have to click on the paper, and I am going to use another tag. Suppose now I will use this particular important paper tag. Then third PDF, I am also adding the using introduction. So if you see that, now I have added the tag. Now here only three papers are available, but imagine there are 50 or 100 papers are available. Then giving the tag is very important thing. Now go to the search bar, go to the advanced search option, and here there is one option is available, that is tag. Now just click on this option tag, and which tag we have created. Suppose important paper, this particular tag we have created. Now you can see I have assigned this tag to two papers earlier, and now these two papers are available. Suppose you don't have to see the important papers, you have to see the papers which you are going to use the for the introduction purpose. Right? So I am just clicking on introduction, and I will click enter. You can see the introduction tag is also given to these two particular paper. You can see use in introduction. So this is the power of the tag which you are assigning to these your papers, right? Then the next is adding notes. Adding notes is also one of the important option is available inside the mainly. So you can go to the notebook, right? And here you can add as many pages as you want to do. Right? Suppose you have not written your manuscript, but now you are planning to write your manuscript, and in that you are going to write the introduction section first. Now, if you are reading this paper, suppose you are reading this paper, and if you want to use any information from this paper to write your introduction section, what you will do? Suppose you have this particular sentence: the use of renewable energy has been increasing dramatically in the past few years, right? Now you have decided that in my introduction section, I will mention about the renewable energy. So the note I am going to take over here that mention about renewable energy and its increase in recent years. Okay. Now I maintain this notebook. Now I have scrolled this particular paper. Now I have used another paper. Suppose second paper is also I have taken, and from the second paper I have decided that I will use some information that is in India. Suppose this information in India, grid connected solar PV plant uh, techno economical viability has been thoroughly investigated. Right. So in the introduction section, I will take the another note that mention about PV plant. I will press the enter. Now, in this way, you just imagine that you have working simultaneously on the 15 to 20 papers, right? Then what will happen if you make or if you maintain this notebook, then it will be very easy for you to understand that which information I am going to what we can say put into the introduction section. And there is, remember that you can create multiple pages. I have created the single page. You can create as many pages as you have to create. So isn't it a nice thing that means remembering that, because we are busy in so much work in our day to day life, we have so much work, and we frankly we cannot remember all the things that from which paper which information we are going to use, right? And therefore to maintaining the notebook is very important tool. Here you can directly prepare or create as many notebooks. Suppose methodology section, so you just create the another notebook that is the methodology section, and you can directly mention that I will use information x information, I will use y information, whatever you have to see that you can maintain this notebook back to all pages. The another page is there, that is the methodology, right? So this is a very important powerful tool that you can maintain your own notebook inside this software itself. You need not to go to the or you need not to maintain the separate notebook. So that is also the tool. Then starred references. Starred references means what? Suppose there are hundreds of papers are available in your mainly what we can say, and out of these 100 papers, right? Suppose this particular paper is important for you. What you can do? You can give the star. You can just click on the star. Right? Once you add this paper into the star, it will show what? It will show that this paper is important, and whenever you will open the Mendeley software next time, you can directly sort these important papers. Right? They see now the star paper is coming at the top, right? So it will also give you the idea that this particular paper is important for my research work, and this particular paper I am going to refer first, and then accordingly the other papers I am going to refer. So marking or give the star to the paper is also important. Sorting and filtering, I've already show you how you can sort your papers by authors, by year, by title, by source, and you all these things you can do using a single click. There is no need to manually what we can say sort the papers over here. So these are what the important options which are available by which you can organize your library inside the Mendeley software. Let's move ahead. Managing PDF. Now, in the PDF, you can highlight or do the annotations. See, in traditional way, what we are doing, we are suppose reading one paper and we are going to highlight the important lines in this particular paper. So how to in manual way we have to take the printout, but here there is no need to take the printout. Suppose this particular sentence is important for you. Solar energy is one of the abundantly available form of renewable energy. Suppose this particular sentence is important for you. You can just you can just highlight this particular sentence. Suppose there is another sentence, right? that research has been carried out to improve the efficiency of the solar PV module. Suppose this particular sentence is important. You can do the underline, right? Suppose there is another sentence. Suppose this is the table and this table is very important. You can just you can go to the table one, right? And what you can do, you can add some sticky notes, right? So to enable this option of sticky note, you have to right click. Okay, right, you have to do the right mouse click and this option will be available. And now you can directly create some sticky note that use this or revisit this table, revisit this table, right? This particular sticky note I have created. So whenever I will open this PDF next time, it will give me the idea that I have to revisit this table. Now these are the important lines highlighted, means what, these lines are important for me next time whenever I will open this particular PDF, right? So this is what you can change the colors. Here the options are available. Suppose green color, suppose you have to highlight this line by green color, you just highlight it by green color. You can use different colors, right? So all these options are available. So there is no need now to take the printout of the papers and then manually reading the paper and manually highlighting the important sentences. This is not required nowadays. This is a smart tool that you can use for this particular purposes. You can add certain comments that I've already shown you. Suppose this particular line is important for you, right? You can directly add directly add the comments, right, over here. Suppose this particular thing is important, you can directly add the comment. So this is also the powerful things that you can do to manage your PDFs. So highlighting we have seen, how to add the comments using annotations, that also we have seen. Maintaining the notebook, this option also I have shown you. Now there is a reading assistant which is provided by the generative AI. Suppose there is one PDF, let's see, we will see that option, right? And to see that option, what we are supposed to do is just go to the info panel. So I will show you once again. Suppose this is the paper, then information panel, that is info panel or info option is available on the right hand side. You just click on this option. When you click on this option, what will happen? These info annotations, you can see these are the annotations we have added in this paper. They will come over here, right? Notebook option we have seen. Now there is one more option, that is the reading assistant. And reading assistant, this option is currently provided by the Mendeley, and it is using generative AI to give you the what we can say solution. Suppose there is one option that is summarize this PDF, right? When if I click, suppose you are tired of reading all the entire paper and you just want to summarize this PDF in a short, what you can do, you can just click on summarize this PDF, and now see what will happen. The 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 summary of the paper is available in front of you, that what are the key highlights of this article. The article presents an experimental investigation and validation of a solar PV cooling system, right? And entire paper is now uh, available in front of you in just few lines. But remember that with the help of this particular option, you can create the summary of only 5 paper per day, right? If you want to create the summaries of more than 5 papers per day, then you have to take their subscription. And to take their subscription, you can go to this particular information icon and you can upgrade accordingly, right? So this is also one of the option which will become very popular in the future, because the people, they cannot spend 1 hour or 2 hour to read the entire paper. They want to have certain summary of the paper in short, so that they can decide whether this paper is important for me or not, right? If suppose you have downloaded one paper and you have spent 2 hours to read that paper, and after that you have realized that this particular paper is not important for me, so what will happen in this case? You have wasted your 2 hours to just read that particular paper. And I will not recommend this particular thing to my students also and to you also, because uh, the summary of the entire paper should be available first, so that you can decide whether this paper is important for me or not. So that is a very important option. That is the reading assistant with the help of the generating AI. That is also we have seen. Let's move to the next. Now, the very important part of this particular software we are going to see that how you can use this particular what we can say reference manager in Microsoft Word. Now you can install the plugin by using these options, and all these steps also I have included in the PDF which is being shared on your what we can say group. You just go through that PDF and you will be able to install the Microsoft Word plugin. So let me clear one thing over here, that this plugin is going to work in the Microsoft Word only after 2018 versions. Earlier Microsoft Word versions are not supported. So you please update your Microsoft Word before using this Mendeley site plugin. Right now, we will directly go to the demo, because with the help of the demo, you will realize. To give you the demo, what I have done, I have created one sample document, right? And suppose I am at the home tab currently. This is the Microsoft Word application, and in the Microsoft Word, this particular paper I have started writing, right? Now, if I want to insert the reference, suppose for this particular line, what is this particular line? You can see commercial heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems are generally based on VCRS and designed to simultaneously handle both sensible and latent heat load. Now, for this particular sentence, I have to insert certain citation. How to insert the citation over here? For that purpose, I assume that you have already installed the Microsoft Word plugin, right? If you have installed the Microsoft Word plugin correctly, Mendeley plugin correctly, then go to the References tab. In the References tab, at the end, this particular icon will appear. This icon is Mendeley site. The name of this icon is Mendeley site, and site with Mendeley will appear. You just click on this particular icon. Very first, it will ask you to provide your login credentials. Use the same login credentials which you have used at the time of logging into this particular software. Remember this. If you use another login credentials over here and different login credentials over here, then it will not going to work, right? Therefore, try to maintain the uniformity, and here this particular window will appear. Now this line, in this particular line we have to cite this particular paper. You just have to click on the square box which is appearing in front of that paper, and just click on insert one citation. You can see that the citation has been included. Now suppose you have to add the multiple papers over here, right? So what you will do, you will click on multiple what we can say boxes. Suppose now I have clicked the three boxes, and here the name of these three papers will appear in front of you, right? Just on save changes. What will happen? Here you can see that three papers are added as a reference for these particular lines. Now, suppose let's go to the another line. Suppose these are the line, and to these lines, I have to insert this particular paper as a reference. So I will insert. Now you can see earlier I have added three papers. One, two, three is coming, and now this is the fourth paper because fourth is coming. Now suppose you have understood that I need to provide some references for this line also, right? Now what will happen if you are going to provide references for this line? Then the reference number for this particular line should be 4, and whatever the reference we have added earlier which is given the number 4, it should become the 5. Now what I will do, I will add some another paper just for your information. Now you can see that automatically this particular paper is assigned number 4. Whatever the paper we have assigned earlier is automatically now assigned the number 5. So you need not to remember the sequence of the papers, right? It is very complex task to remember the sequence of the papers. Will consume a lot of time. Here this software will automatically do that particular thing for you. Suppose you have added another references over here. Now you can see what will happen. This will become 4, this will become 5, and the next paper will become 6. In this way, you can add as many references as you require using the single click, right? Now I have cited the same paper, therefore this is appearing as a 4 because it will remember the numbering at this particular section. Also I have the same paper, and at this particular section I have added the same paper, therefore the numbering will be same. You can add some another paper over here. Let's add something. Now it will become 7 because already 6 papers have been added. You can see here this is the 6, then now this is the 7. So this is a very important thing that the Mendeley site is doing for you, right? Now suppose there are 100 and 200 of papers are available, and you have to search for some particular author. What you do, there is a search bar available here. You can just add the name of the author. Suppose there is one name of the author is Murat, and I have add this particular thing. Now here you can see that only the paper will be visible to you whose name is Murat, right? Suppose there is another name, right? So only that paper will be visible to you. Now here you have to add that paper, just click on the, just insert one citation. So in this way you can use this particular thing. Suppose you have to add certain paper, for that you have already made some collection. I have already shown you that how you can make the collections. Now here you can see the collection has been made. Just click on that connection. Now what will happen? Whatever the papers which are available in that collection, only those papers will appear over here. So again, suppose you have to cite this particular paper, suppose at some another line, suppose here I am adding this particular paper, just click on insert citation, that this particular paper is added. So this is a very wonderful thing that you can do with the help of the Mendeley site plugin inside the Microsoft Word. It is automatically arranging your references. It is automatically giving you the power to select which paper you need to add. It is also giving you the power to add the multiple citations for these particular lines or information which you have included in your paper. This is very important thing. Now let's go to the next thing. Now you can see that we were on this PDF. Now click insert bibliography. Again, first of all, I will show you one paper for this. Suppose this is the paper. And if you go to the end of this paper, you can see there are 20 references are added. You can see the references section, and every paper has the references section, right? And there are 20 papers. Now you just imagine if you type each and every paper like this, it will take how much time? Right, it need a very fast typing skills. Also, if you make any one single mistake in the typos, then this paper is not going to be fetched automatically by the journal, and it is very, what we can say, what we can say, consuming task. What is the option over here? In the Mendeley site, you have added suppose 7 to 8 papers earlier, and now you want to create the automatic list of all these references. What I will do, I will type the references over here, and whatever the papers I have used to write this entire manuscript, that you can directly go to the three dot which are available over here, and in these dots there is one option that is insert bibliography. You just click there. There are two options: switch to manual updates and keep live updates. So if you click on keep live updates, then your list will be automatically updated. Now you can see the entire references list is generated in a single click. So you need not to type these 20 references. All these references I have created in just one single click, right? Now suppose there are 8 papers are there, right? And I want to add another. I have added some another paper. Suppose over here, right? Suppose this one, right? Now there are total 9 papers are there. Now this particular references list should also have the 9 papers. You can see that the ninth paper is added automatically. So my list is automatically updated. You need not to worry whether my list is updated or not. You can do this in a just one single click, right? So this is also the very powerful thing that we have seen. And automatically update auto generated reference list also we have seen, and automatically updates also we have seen. So this is what a very interesting, what we can say, tool which you can use. Now changing the citation styles. So there are different citation styles are available, and as per the journal, different citation styles are there. So what you can do, you can again go to the word plugin. Now whatever the style I have used currently, that also I can see. I will go to the citation setting tab, and currently I am using Springer uh, citation style. Suppose I want to change the citation style, right? Suppose I have to use the APA style. What will happen? Once I click on the APA style, and once I click on the update citation style, the entire citation format is going to change. You can see in APA style, the author names will appear instead of the numbers. Instead of the numbers, what will appear over here? Name of the authors. And it is directly changed. Means within a single, using a single click, you can directly change the references style. Okay. You can again, and accordingly the list of the references is also going to change. Suppose there is one particular journal, and that particular journal is using its own, what we can say, referencing style, and that referencing style is not available in your list. What you can do, you can just click on the search for another style, and here you can directly type the name of the journal. Suppose I am adding one name of the journal, that is case studies, case, case studies in thermal. This is a journal, case studies in thermal engineering. Just select this particular journal, update, click on update citation style option, and now you can see that all the papers, all the referencing style is updated now as per the requirement of that journal. So you need not to again go to the journal website, and you need not to again read that which type of citation style they are using, and no need. You just type the name of the journal inside this mainly site plugin, and it will do this particular thing for you. So this is also a very important application that we have seen, and accordingly you can change. What these are the some of the options of the referencing or citation style that are very common nowadays. Means almost many journals are using these citation styles. So these are the citation styles. Next, handling multiple citations. I have already shown you that how you can add multiple citations in the same, what we can say, Microsoft Word. We have seen this. And now what are the advanced features? There are some advanced features are also available, that you can detect the duplicates. Suppose in Mendeley library, by mistake you have added 2 or 3 papers. Okay, the same paper you have added 2 3 times. What you will do, you will go to the tools tab, right? And in this tool tab there is one option that is check for duplicates. Just click on that option, and it will give you the list of the papers which you have added into the Mendeley software multiple times, right? And now you can move references to the trash. Now you can see, now only duplicate set resolved, and here now only one paper is what we can say available in your Mendeley software, right? And remember, because see, multiple saving the multiple copies is not the solution, because it is using web based server, and your papers are stored on the server. Therefore, when the papers are stored on the server, if you create the multiple copies of the same paper, it will occupy more space, right? And it will give you less power to store papers into your software, mainly software. So always try to resolve these duplicates. So I have earlier added multiple duplicates paper just to show you this particular option. And now you can go to the all references tab, and again you go to the tools tab and click on check for duplicates. Now you can see there are no duplicate papers are available in your Mendeley software. Now whatever the papers you have added in your Mendeley software, this particular list is refined one. Merge duplicate references, that is also I have shown you. Create groups for collaboration. Now this is also one of the option, very important option now is appearing in the Mendeley. Now generally what happen, you just open one paper, right? I will show you first of all why to use that option. Now there are two authors are available in this paper. The name of the first author is Alka Solanki, the name of the another author is Yashpal, suppose. So what we are going to do, if this paper, we have to write this paper, we have to share or simultaneously, we are expecting that the two people, three people, four people, they will simultaneously write this particular paper. You can see this paper, there are also two authors, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to create the group over here, and you can give certain name to your group, that is XYZ group. Once you create the group, it will ask you to add the members, right? You can manage your group. Now, in this particular group, there is only one member is available, that is myself, right? Now you can invite the other members. When you click on invite other member, you can type their email address and you can send the invitation. Once they accept your invitation, what will happen? You both are added into this particular group, and you can simultaneously read these papers, you can simultaneously highlight the paper, you can simultaneously work on the same paper. So you need not to again share the paper to the other author. You can directly add that particular author here and you can use this option. This is also a smart way to create the groups for collaboration, and multiple people can collaborate to write the single manuscript. Share references with co-authors, that is also you can do, and export to BibTeX for LaTeX users. So LaTeX is another software which is used to maintain the manuscripts. The people who do not uses Microsoft Word and using the LaTeX, for them also there is one option. What you can do is you can directly click on any particular PDF, and any particular PDF, suppose you have to export, then you can go here and you can copy the BibTeX entry, you can copy the LaTeX entry, whatever. You can also export your papers. For that purpose, you can go to the file section and you can export. So suppose you have to export your library in BibTeX form, you just click on this option and it will save the BibTeX entry for you. Those who are uh, working in the LaTeX software, for them this particular option is very important. So these are the some of the advanced features of this particular software that we have seen. So what is the best practice? You maintain the folder by topic, because I have already shown you how you can maintain the folder. You backup your library regularly, because this is a web-based software, so it requires the internet. Suppose you are using this software without internet, then what will happen? Whatever the changes you will do, they will remain in your system only. They are not going to synchronize on the cloud. That will be very difficult for you if you using this software for on some another system. Synchronize before submission. So whenever you will add any paper inside this particular Mendeley software, then try to use this option, that is the synchronization option. This synchronization, after clicking on this synchronization option, the equal mark tick will appear over here. It will give you the indication that now your library is synchronized with the cloud and your papers are stored on the cloud. You need not to be worried if you are using this particular software on another system, right? So these are what the best practices. Now, what are the common mistakes that you can avoid? You can avoid the not syncing your account. Just now I have shown you that every time, do not forget to click the option synchronization. Then using the outdated citation style, currently the journals are using advanced citation style so that they can automatically fetch your references. They can decide that whether you have used authentic references or not, because most of the time student insert the references which are not even exist on the internet. Okay, and they can fool us, right? They can fool us very easily. They can come up with their reports. In their reports some references are included, and if you actually go to find those references on the internet, they are not exist. So therefore, using the outdated citation style, it may be one of the reason, and you can track your references accordingly. Manual editing of bibliography. Nowadays, nobody is going to manually insert the bibliography in the paper. It is very outdated thing, and I will also not suggest you to update these particular bibliographies manually. Inside the Mendeley site plugin of Microsoft Word, this option is already available. And I have shown you the demo also. You please try to use that option for the manually or automatically inserting the bibliography instead of the manual way. So thank you, participants. I have tried to give my best. I have tried to present the demo of the software so that you can understand so many functionality of this software. Even if you have any kind of doubt regarding the use of this software, you can ask to me, or you can just post your question via mail to me. I have inserted my mail ID for all of your convenience. Also, I will request the organizers to share the recordings of the sessions with the participants if possible, so that whenever they will use this software uh, afterwards, after this session, then they can use this recording to trace the different things which I have covered in the session, and they accordingly they can also perform those options on their system. So I hope that uh, everybody has attended this particular session. Thank you. I'm open for any kind of doubts, if any.
If anybody had a doubt, please ask to sir. Had a doubt, please ask.
Stop my screen sharing. I'm open for the doubt discussion, if any. What you can download the software, because I think that many of the participants, they have not downloaded the software and use this software. So first of all, try to download this software on your system. I will definitely tell you that this is going to save you a lot of time.
So, on behalf of my department and institute, I'm very thankful to Mr. Bhushan sir, who has spending his precious time with us. I'm assure you that we are going to implement those things that you have just during this session. So, very thankful, Bhushan sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for approaching me to deliver this wonderful session. I am very thankful to Dr. Digambar Zoman sir that they have given this opportunity to me, and I have shared my email ID with all of you. If you have any kind of doubt regarding this particular software, then you can connect with me and try to use this tool. It will be beneficial for all the faculties who are working in polytechnic institute or engineering institute or even in higher studies, right? This is very important tool. I have shared my email ID on the chat box. Thank you all of you